Got it.
If you do a proper containment strategy, you will definitely optimize the cost. Probably cost may not be a factor for few of the companies, but the operation effectiveness or the availability of the equipment when it is certain form of containment changes, that will help.
Got it.
If you do a proper containment.
So, what are the typical engineering strategies that ensures or mitigates or reduces the contamination as well as the transfer of high potent compounds?
Yeah, the material transfer is the most critical aspect of defining the containment risk, because there are various things that need to be factored in. The preliminary point is avoid open handling, and that is something which is the basis of design for every high potent or high containment facility. But again, to avoid open handling, it depends upon. Then there are options available to choose in the containment. For example, if you have a very small product to be small quantity of product to be handled, then you can have a rapid transfer port and other things. But if it is a high bulk volume to be handled, is a closed transfer with split wall that will come into picture. Then again, if the form of materials changes. So if you have to take a sample of it, then you have a liner bags that is there. So the material transfer is a very important step in a containment strategy, right from how you are handling. Say, for example, if you are initial stage where the API is raw, 100% high potent, then the quantity of material will be less. But as you move forward, then your excipients come into picture, your diluents come into picture, the quantity increases. But at the same time, your exposure reduces. So that in the containment strategy, that material transfer right from the first unit operation to the last unit operation, the form changes. When it is a powder in the initial stage, for example, in an oral solid facility, it becomes tablets.
Right.
So which reduces the resistance potential. When it is coated, it further reduces the resistance potential. So that defines which type of containment equipment or containment systems to be adopted based on the quantity, the form of the product.
Okay. So there are say repeated docking and undocking cycles.
Right?
So does the integrity gets compromised there, or are there ways to maintain the integrity during repeated docking and undocking cycles as well?
Yes, yeah. I mean, so a good selected equipment probably will not have this problem, because that would be designed to have, say, 1,000 cycles of docking and undocking.
Okay.
Of course, yes, wear and tear is something which which can cause the retention of the product in the docking and undocking walls.
Okay.
Per se. Improper handling can result in exposure. Few in the case wherein we suppose we have an isolator, the leak in the gloves and other things can have a possibility of exposure.
Okay.
But a good design system, having taken these factors into consideration, probably will not find this possible exposure as such. So in this case, the only exposure possible is accidental exposure, not the system per se.